Hello guys, this is Gingineer. Welcome back sa ating YouTube channel. Guys, paalala lang no, so before nyo panoorin itong video natin, make sure na nakapagsagot na kayo sa ating mock test number 1. So sa mga hindi pa nakapagsagot dyan, so proceed muna kayo sa ating comment section. Ilalagay ko yung link doon. Okay, so medyo mahaba-haba itong pag-uusapan natin kasi 100 items itong mock test natin. So, simulan na natin guys. Question number 1 under General Info. So, 10 items guys itong Gen Info and yung numerical, verbal, and analytical, tigta 30 items. So, start tayo guys. Question number 1. What is the supreme law of the Philippines? Ayan, so simplehan lang natin guys yung mga explanation natin, no? So, lalo na sa Gen Info and sa verbal. So, sagot natin dito guys is letter C or the Constitution. Okay, so the Constitution is considered the supreme law of the land. So all laws, all policies, and government actions must conform to it. Any law that violates the Constitution can be declared unconstitutional by the courts. Ayan, so letter C. So question number 2, how many branches of government are there in the Philippines? Ayan, so sagot natin dito guys is letter B, tatlo. So ano-ano mga ba yung mga branches ng government natin? So meron tayo ditong executive, legislative, and judicial. Ayan. So itong executive guys, siya yung presidente natin, siya yung nag-e-enforce ng law natin, no? Ito namang legislative, sila yung nasa Congress natin, yung senators and House of Representatives. So sila naman guys yung nag-e-enact or gumagawa ng mga laws natin. Ayan. And judicial naman sa korte ito. So sila naman yung nag-i-interpret ng mga batas natin. Okay. So tatlong branches yan ng government. Okay, so question number 3. Who is the head of the executive branch? Ayan, so kakasabi ko lang kanina guys, yung head ng executive branch walang iba kundi ang ating presidente. Ayan, so letter C. So what is the term of office of the President of the Philippines? Ayan, so ilan nga ba? So 6 years, no? So 6 years. Same sila with senators and the vice president. So 3 years naman kapag House of Representatives. So yun lang naman yung kailangang tandaan natin. Okay? And according guys sa 1987 Constitution natin, single 6-year term lang dapat and cannot be re-elected. Ayun. Okay? Ayan, so basic question to guys, no? So dapat alam nyo na lahat to. What is the capital city of the Philippines? Walang iba kundi Manila. Yan. So question number 6. How many senators are there in the Philippine Senate? Ayan. So 24. Yan. So 24 senators yung ine-elect natin guys. Okay? Which branch of government interprets laws? Ayan. So, in-explain ko kanina to sa una. So, pag nag-i-interpret ng batas, guys, walang iba kundi judicial or yung korte natin. Okay? Ayan. So, mabilis lang to. What is the smallest political unit in the Philippines? Ayan. So, letter D or barangay. Ayan. So, it serves as the basic community government to since siya yung pinakamaliit or smallest na political unit sa Pilipinas. Okay? So, question number 9. Which law aims to improve efficiency in government services? Ayan. So, di ba nakikita natin to kapag may nilalakad tayo sa mga government offices natin. So, laging may nakapaskil no, sa mga pintuan natin. So, Anti-Red Tape Act, ayan. So, this law promotes efficiency, transparency, and faster delivery of government services. Ayan. So, ito namang mga labor code, family code, tax code, hindi naman yan for hindi naman yan to improve the efficiency of government services. So, tamang sagot natin dyan is letter A, Anti-Red Tape Act. Ayan. Okay, so question number 10. Bonus question ulit. What is the right to vote cold? Ayan, so karapatan mong bumoto, tawag dyan, suffrage or letter A. Ayan. So, tapos kaagad tayo guys sa general info. Proceed naman tayo ngayon sa verbal ability. Okay. So, 30 items to guys, no? Choose the grammatically correct sentence. Ayan. So, the quality of the products have improved. The quality of the products has improved. The quality of the products were improved. And the quality of the products are improved. Ayan. So, ano ba yung subject natin dito? Siyempre, pare-pareho naman sila, no? So, ito po, no? Yung quality. Ayan. So, hindi tayo magbe-base dito sa products. Magbe-base tayo doon sa unahan. Before ng off. So, quality, singular dapat ang kapartner niyang verb. Ayan. So, kayang tamang sagot natin dito is letter B. Kasi has yung gamit niya. So, lahat naman ito, have, were, are, naka-plural form lahat yan. So, letter B lang talaga yung singular. Okay? Yan. So, question number 12, which sentence is correct? Every employee must submit their report. B. Every employee must submit his or her report. C. Every employee must submit his report. And D. Every employee submit their report. Ayan. So, since every employee is singular, so ito kasi guys, yung subject natin, singular yan, no? Every employee is singular. So, grammatical like phrases or phrase guys is his or her. Ayan, ito yung tamang gamit dyan. His or her. So, letter B yung tamang sagot. Okay? Ayan. So, question number 13 tayo. The committee agreed blank the proposal. A to, B with, C on, D at. Ayan. So, the correct expression here guys, agreed on the proposal or letter C. On the proposal. Okay? Ayan. So, question number 14. Which sentence is punctuated correctly? So, meron tayo dito ang sentence, after reviewing the application, the manager approved it. Ayan. So, yung iba, merong comma dito. Meron din naman, after reviewing, may comma. Saan yung tamang, dyan? Paglagay ng comma natin dyan. So, ang tama guys is yung letter B. Okay? So, the introductory phrases kasi should be followed by a comma to separate them from the main clause. Ayan, no? After reviewing the application, the manager approved it. So, letter B. Okay, medyo simplihan lang natin guys yung natin, explanation natin, no? Lalo na sa verbal. Pero sa analytical and numerical, syempre, gagawin nating solid yung explanation natin para mas maintindihan natin. Okay? So, neither the teacher nor the students was present. Ayan. So, kapag nakakita kayo guys ng neither nor, ayan. So, titignan nyo guys yung pinakamalapit, no, na subject, which is itong students. Ayan. So, pare-pareho naman sila. Students is plural. Ayan. So, kailangan mag-agree. Dapat ito, were. Ayan. So, singular kasi yan. Singular si is, singular rin si has. So, sagot natin dito guys is letter B. Okay? So, question number 16. What is the synonym of vital? Ayan. So, vital, it means importante, kailangan, di ba? So, sagot natin dito, syempre, si letter B or essential. Ayan. So, pag sinabing synonym guys, kasing kahulugan. Okay? Question number 17. What is the antonym of expand? Ayan. So, kapag sinabing antonym naman guys, kasalungat. Ayan. So, expand guys or yung ano bang pwedeng example sa expand? Yung ano guys, nag-grow. Ayan, so kumuha na tayo dito sa choices. So, they stretch, ganon, nag-expand, lumulobo, pwede rin. So, anong kasalungat nun? Di ba? So, pag tignan natin sa choices, grow, increase, contract, extend. Ito lang naman yung pwedeng sagot dyan guys. Kasalungat niya is contract. Okay, so ito yung mga synonyms niya. Growth, increase, extend. Okay? Yan. So, which word is closest in meaning to allocate? Ayan. So, allocate guys, ano nga ba yung allocate? It means to distribute or assign resources for a specific purpose. So, tamang sagot natin dito guys, sabi ko nga assign. So, maglaan. Ayan, so maglaan. So, letter A. Okay? Question number 19, what does deteriorate mean? Ayan, so positive ba to guys or negative? So negative siya. So deteriorate means to decline in quality or become worse over time. So saan ba yung negative na word dito? Ito lang naman. So worsen, so letter C. Okay? So question number 20. Yan, medyo mabilis tayo guys ha. The evidence was blank enough to support the claim. Ayan. So, anong pwedeng gamit dito? So, A, insufficient. B, adequate. C, doubtful. D, vague. Ayan. So, yung evidence daw, syempre, kailangan sapat yan, di ba? Kasi yung result niya, ito yung naging result ng evidence eh. Enough to support the claim. So, kailangan daw naging sapat daw or naging adequate daw para masuportahan yung claim, enough to support the claim, di ba? Hindi naman pwedeng negative yung gagamitin natin dyan kasi nga positive yung naging result ng evidence. So, ito lang naman guys yung positive na word natin, adequate. Okay? Ayan, so for question number 21, so meron tayo ditong short passage. So, basahin lang natin, then sagutan natin yung katanungan mamaya. Okay? So, many companies now offer flexible work arrangements. Employees may choose to work remotely or adjust their schedules. Studies show that flexibility can improve job satisfaction and productivity when managed effectively. Okay? So, naintindihan ba natin guys yung passage natin? Yan. So, pwede nyong i-pause guys, no? Para basahin. So, magsagot tayo guys, question number 21. What is the main idea of the passage? A. Employees should work fewer hours. B. Flexible work arrangement can benefit employees and employers. C. Remote work should replace offices. D. Productivity is unimportant. Okay, so kung nabasa mo naman to ng mabuti, naintindihan mo naman, alam mo yung sagot dyan is letter B. Di ba? Or flexible work arrangements can benefit employees and employers. Ayan, so isa rin pala guys sa technique no sa pagsosolve ng reading comprehension problem. So pwede mong unahin yung mga tanong before ka mag-proceed doon sa passage para mas mabilis mong makikita yung hinahanap mo, 'di ba? Kasi alam mo na yung tinatanong. Okay? So number 22 tayo guys. According to the passage, flexible work arrangements may improve. Anong sagot natin dito? A. Traffic congestion. B. Job satisfaction and productivity. C. Office expenses only. D. Employee salaries. Okay? So, letter B tayo. Okay, so question number 23. What does the word flexibility refer to in the passage? Yan. So, ano daw yung meaning guys ng flexibility based doon sa binasa nating passage? So, the correct answer dito guys is letter B. Choosing work schedules or location. Ayan. So, flexible ka, di ba? So, meron kang option regarding work schedules, locations, or work arrangement. Yan. So, question number 24. What does mandatory means? Ayan. So, pag sinabing mandatory guys, it means something that is required, no? And cannot be ignored. Okay? So, yun na yung word. So, kailangan required, mandatory magpasa, mandatory sumali. Ibig sabihin guys, hindi mo matatakasan, required talaga siya. So letter B yung sagot natin. Okay, so question number 25. Select the word that best completes this sentence. The manager gave a blank explanation of the new policy. Ayan. So yung manager daw nagbigay ng explanation sa bagong policy. Siyempre, since bagong policy yan, and siyempre yung manager gusto niyang maintindihan yung lahat. So ano yung pagka-explain niya? So anong pwede natin gamitin dito sa choices natin? Yan. So, syempre positive yan kasi nag-explain nga siya, di ba? So, letter B, detailed, detalyado. Di ba? So, letter B, so number 26 na tayo. What is the synonym of efficient? Ayan. So, very basic kasi guys, kasi kung mapapansin nyo yung choices, mapapansin nyo talaga na siya lang naman yung positive kasi. And efficient kasi is a positive word, no? So, si letter A lang naman yung positive dito. So, productive. Di ba? Slow, ano naman yan? Negative word, wasteful, lazy. So, si A lang talaga. Okay? Ayan. So, question number 27. What is the antonym of optimistic? Yan. So, pag sinabing optimistic, guys, positive siya. Ayan. So, positive. Yan yung meaning niya. Ang kaso, ang hinahanap kasi yung antonym or kasalungat. Okay? So, since positive ang optimistic, edi ang kasalungat niya negative. Di ba? So, hanap tayo ngayon guys ng negative sa choices. Ayan. So, ayan guys oh. Antonym ng optimistic, pessimistic. Yan, medyo tunog naman sila guys, di ba? So, mapapansin naman natin yan. Kasi siya lang naman yung negative dyan na word. Okay? Ayan. So, which word is closest in meaning to obtain? Ayan. So, to obtain or makuha mo yung isang bagay. So, anong closest na meaning natin dito? So, mapapansin nyo kagad guys, yung positive na word, si acquire. To lose, ayan, mawala, remove, matanggal, or refuse. So, mali ang mga yan. Mga negative words yung mga yan. Okay? What does prohibit mean? Ayan. So, pag sinabing prohibit, guys, pagbawalan mo, ganon, hindi mo makuha yung isang bagay. So, negative naman na word siya. So, pag tumingin tayo sa choices, guys, halos karamihan positive. So, isa lang yung negative. Yan si choice C or to forbid. Yan. So, allow, encourage, support. So, mga positive words naman yung mga yan. Select the word that best completes the sentence. Employees are expected to blank company rules. Ayan. So, anong ina-expect mo kapag employee ka? Anong gagawin mo sa company rules? Yan. So, syempre, ifa-follow mo siya, 'di ba? Susundin mo siya kasi nga employee ka sa isang company and kailangan mong sundan yung kung ano man yung rules na meron doon sa company. Ayan. So, hindi mo naman pwedeng i-violate, hindi mo naman pwedeng i-ignore, hindi mo naman pwedeng i-reject, syempre. Okay? Ayan guys. So, naglagay rin ako guys ng Filipino examples natin dito, no? Kasi may lumalabas din na ganito sa verbal ability sa civil service exam. So, medyo malalalim kasi guys yung mga words na nilalabas talaga ni civil service. Kaya kailangan nating pag-aralan. Okay? So, question number 31. Ang alkalde ay kilala sa kanyang marubdob na paglilingkod sa bayan. Ayan. So, medyo ako nga rin, hindi ko rin alam yung meaning niyan. Pero ang meaning niyan guys, syempre, positive yan. Syempre, alkalde, kilala sa kanyang marubdob na paglilingkod. Yan, no? Paglilingkod. So, dapat positive. So, mapapansin naman natin sa mga choices natin, karamihan negative, mabagal, malupit, mahiyain. So, taos puso. Diba? So, letter B. Ayan. So, hindi natin dapat ipagwalang bahala ang mga babalan ng eksperto. So, underlined word guys, ipagwalang bahala. So, very basic lang naman sa atin to guys, no? So, mga Pilipino naman tayo. Okay, so question number 32, choice A, isaalang-alang, dapat nating isaalang-alang ang mga babala ng eksperto. Okay? B, paniwalaan. Paniwalaan ang mga babala ng eksperto. C, balewalain. D, suriin. Ayan, so anong tamang sagot natin dito guys? Ayan, so nag-iisang negative guys, balewalain. Hindi natin dapat balewalain ang mga babala ng eksperto. Question number 33. Ang kanyang mga pahayag ay puno ng pangamba tungkol sa kinabukasan. Ayan, so pag sinabing pangamba guys, ayan, so natatakot ka or nag-aalala ka. Ayan, so nasa choices pala, no? So choice B yung tamang sagot natin. Okay, so negative na word siya. Ayan, question number 34. Ang proyekto ay isinagawa ng may kasigasigan. Ayan, so kasigasigan. So tang twister siya, no? So anong sagot natin dyan? E, katamaran. B, pagmamadali. C, sipag at sigla. D, pag-aalinlangan. Ayan, so nag-iisang positive guys. Sipag at sigla. So letter C. Okay, so ang empleyado ay nanatiling masinop sa paggamit ng pondo. So pag sinabing masinop guys, lagi naman nating naririnig lalo na sa mga nagtuturo kung paano natin gamitin yung mga pera natin ng maayos. So kailangan maging masinop or maging matipid, 'di ba? So sagot natin dito maingat at matipid. Ayan, so masinop, letter A. Okay, so question number 36. After months of preparation, Maria finally broke the ice during the meeting. Ayan, so idioms naman tayo, no? So anong meaning ng broke the ice? So hindi literal na broke the ice to guys ha. Kapag idioms, wag mong gagawing literal. Ayan, so may ibig sabihin yan. A, destroyed something frozen. Sabi ko nga, wag mong gagawing literal ha. So X yan, si choice A. Mali yan. B, started the conversation and reduced tension. Tama ba yon? C, ended the meeting. D, solved the problem. Ayan. So, tamang sagot guys, letter B. Yan. Broke the ice or yung simulan mo na yung conversation, di ba? Okay. So, letter B. Next question tayo. The manager told everyone to get the ball rolling. Ayan. So, idioms ulit, no? So, anong pwedeng meaning ng get the ball rolling? A, play sports, so literal, so mali yan. Start an activity or process. Ayan, so sa tingin ko si letter B. Kasi nga, get the ball rolling or simulan mo ng pagulungin yung activity mo or kung ano pa man yung mga kailangan mong gawin, di ba? So, yun yung definition or yun yung meaning ng idiom na get the ball rolling. So, letter B tayo. Ayan. So, to start an activity or process. Okay. Question number 38. John was under the weather so he stayed home from work. Ayan. So, under the weather guys, yung underlined word natin. So, anong tamang sagot dito? Ayan. So, letter B, feeling sick. Okay? So, under the weather, it means they are not feeling well or slightly ill. Ayan. So, may sakit siya. Okay. So, next, question number 39. The proposal hit the nail on the head. So, underlined word natin, nail on the head. So, idioms pa rin. Anong ibig sabihin yan? Ayan. So, parang lang, no? Parang nail on the head. Parang same lang siya sa idiom na bullseye. Diba? So, it means solve the problem exactly. Okay, so yan yung niya. Yan yung meaning niya. Ayan. So, parang ma-identify mo yung exact na solution. Okay? So, question number 40. The CEO decided to call it a day after a long meeting. Ayan, so lagi nating naririnig to, no? Kapag nasa school tayo and malapit ng mag-end yung discussion or malapit ng uwian, so sabi ng prof natin, let's call it a day. So pwede nang umuwi. Ayun. So, ibig sabihin guys, yan na. So, tapos na yung agenda natin or stop na tayo. Ayan. So, stop working for the day. So, letter C. Okay? Ayan. So, proceed tayo guys sa analytical ability naman. So, ito na guys yung medyo mahirap na topic, no? And ito rin yung pinakamalaking percentage sa civil service exam. So 35% to guys sa kabuuan. Okay? So fokusan natin to guys ha. Medyo kailangan natin ng matinding analyzation and logical thinking dito sa analytical ability questions. So question number 41. Teacher is to lesson as chef is to. Ayan, so analogy pa pala. So, teacher is to lesson. Anong relationship ng teacher sa lesson? Okay. So, teacher guys, syempre ang sinaserve niya sa mga estudyante niya or prepare niya is yung lesson. Yun yung binibigay niya sa mga estudyante niya. Di ba? Ayan. So, chef naman guys, ano yung pinoproduce niya? Ayan. So, yung chef naman guys, nagpre-prepare siya ng food. Ayan. So, therefore, teacher is to lesson and chef is to food. So, letter C tayo. Okay? Ayan. So, question number 42. The compass is to direction as clock is to blank. Okay. So, ano nga ba guys yung gamit ng compass? Ayan, so tinutulungan tayo para ma-determine yung direction. Okay? So ano naman yung tinutulong sa atin ng clock, guys? Ayan, so ano naman yung pinapakita ng clock sa atin? Okay, so very basic naman, guys. Walang iba kundi yung time natin, di ba? Okay, so madali lang siya actually. So next tayo, guys. Ayan, so seed is to plant as egg is to blank. Ayan, so medyo tricky to, no? So seed, paano naging plant? Ayun, so nakita na natin yung relationship nila. Yung seed, nung lumaki, nag-grow, naging plant. Eh itong egg guys, kapag na-develop, lumaki, anong kakalabasan niya? Ayan, so magiging nest ba siya? Hindi, di ba? Hindi naman pwedeng maging nest yung itlog. Shell, hindi rin naman. Food, hindi pwede to. So, tamang sagot natin is bird. Ayan, so kapag na-develop, lumaki, magiging bird, syempre. Okay? Ayan, so question number 44, so syllogism. So, ito yung medyo tricky, guys. Kailangan nyong maintindihan or ma-master yung paggawa ng Venn diagram. Ayan. So, per statement guys yung paggawa natin ha. So try nyo nga to. Siguro maraming nagkamali sa inyo dito. Okay, so start tayo. All nurses are health workers. So gawan natin ng Venn diagram ha. All nurses. So all yung keyword are health workers. So sakop lahat. Health workers. Ayan, so makinig kayong mabuti ha. Some health workers are volunteers. Andito si health workers. Some yung keyword. So, kailangan nating magbilog ng may nag-overlap sa health workers. Okay? So, ito ngayon si volunteer. Ayan. So, therefore, tignan natin guys yung mga conclusion na pasok or nagsasatisfy sa Venn diagram natin. Okay? So, choice A, all volunteers are nurses. Ito si volunteers, ito si nurses. Wala namang natakloban lahat, wala namang nasakop lahat dito kay volunteers, kay nurses. So, X yan. Some nurses are volunteers. Tama ba guys? Hindi natin sure, di ba? Kasi ang sinabi lang, yung health workers, some of them ay volunteer. Wala naman siyang sinabi na connected sa nurse, 'di ba? Yung health workers lang naman yung sinabi niya na some. So still mali yan. And C, all nurses are volunteers. andito si nurses, andito si volunteers, paano naging all yan? Wala ngang natamaan, di ba? Hindi nga sure kung may natamaan. So, sagot natin dyan guys, syempre si choice A, X pa rin yan. So, letter D yung sagot natin. No definite conclusion follows. Ayan. So, medyo malapit lang guys si choice B, no? Some nurses are volunteers. Baka kayo guys, ito rin yung sinagot nyo. Pero sabi ko nga, ganto lang yung Venn diagram natin kasi hindi natin sure na tatamaan ni volunteer si nurse kasi wala namang sinabi. Ang sinabi lang, some health workers are volunteers. Andito si health worker. So, since some yung keyword, pwedeng andito, pwede rin second scenario andito, pero hindi yan guaranteed. Okay? So, tamang sagot natin dito guys is letter D. Question number 45. All documents are files. All files are records. Therefore, yan. So, gawan lang natin guys ng Venn diagram. Lahat daw ng documents are files. So, nasakop lahat ni files. And all files are records. So, kung andito yung bilog ni files, kailangan nating sakupin ulit yan kasi nga yung keyword is all. All files are records. So, ito guys yung Venn diagram natin sa dalawang statement. Okay. So, tignan natin guys yung mga conclusion, yung mga choices. All records are documents. Andito si records, andito si document. Tama ba guys? Lahat nasakloban ba? Na bilugan lahat ni ni records or ni documents si records. Okay, so mali guys, no? Kasi ang sabi niya, all records are documents. So, dapat ang Venn diagram niyan, nasa loob si records. Kasi all records, di ba? Ganto yung Venn diagram ni choice A. So, baliktad siya dito. Kaya mali siya. Okay? So, second, naman, choice B, all documents are records. All documents are records. Ayun, yan yung tama. Di ba? Kapag niredraw natin yan, andito si documents, nabilugan lahat yan ni records. So, tama si choice B. Based naman guys sa ginawa nating Venn diagram yan. Okay? So, next tayo guys. Ayan. So, no honest worker accepts bribes. Yan ha. So, no, ang keyword natin, ibig sabihin, magkahiwalay na bilog yan. Walang mag-overlap, walang magdidikit. Okay? So, no, honest workers. So, honest workers accepts bribes. Ayan. So, accepts bribes. Pero si Pedro daw, Pedro accepts bribes. Therefore, guys, common sense to ha. Kung wala daw worker ang tumatanggap ng bribes or yung suhol, si Pedro is tumanggap ng suhol, it means di hindi na siya honest, di ba? Walang honest worker na tumatanggap ng suhol tumanggap siya. Di Pedro is not an honest worker. Di ba? Pwede lang rin yung tignan dito sa Venn diagram natin. Ito, andito si Pedro, accept bribes. Ayan, so andito si Pedro. Nasa loob ni accept bribes. So ibig sabihin kung andito si Pedro, malayo siya sa honest worker. So hindi siya honest worker. Okay? Ayan, so number series. So ito yung medyo mahirap din na part ng under analytical ability, no? So, ayoko rin ng ganito. So, try natin to. Ayan, so find the next number. 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. Ayan, so foundation kasi yung kailangan dito guys Dapat familiar ka sa mga numbers. Yan. So, kapag marunong ka sa math, guys, alam mo na kagad yung susunod. Hindi mo na kailangang hanapin pa yung pattern o isolve pa yan or isulat pa yan. Kapag memorize mo yung mga numbers natin, alam mo yung classification, alam mo kung anong klaseng number yun, madali na lang sa'yo. Ayan. So, kung mapapansin nyo kasi, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. So, yung mga number na yan, guys, they are all perfect square numbers. So, ano nga ba yun? Ayan na. So, 4. That is 2 squared. Or kapag in-square root mo si 4, that is 2. Si 9 naman, 3 squared yan. Or 3 times 3 is equal to 9. Same with 16, 4 squared, 25, 5 squared, 36, 6 squared. It means guys, sunod-sunod lang naman yung mga perfect square numbers natin. So 7 squared na to. Or that is 49. Ayan, so dapat kabisado natin to guys ha. Hanggang 12 dapat yung gamay natin na perfect square numbers natin para hindi tayo mahirapan. Okay? So sagot natin, letter C. Yan, so malapit na tayo sa kalahati. Question number 48. Ayan, so unang tingin guys, kung gamay mo talaga yung ano natin, yung mga numbers natin, makikita mo kaagad yung pattern. Tignan nyo, 3 naging 6, 6 naging 12, 12 naging 24, 24 naging 48. Ano mapapansin nyo? Diba nag times 2 silang lahat? 3 times 2 naging 6, 6 times 2 naging 12, and so on. Okay? So dito guys, kailangan nating mag times 2 rin. So yung last number na 48, i-times 2 lang natin yan. That would be 96. Ayan, so 96. So letter C. Okay? Ayan, so proceed tayo guys. Question number 49. Find the missing number of the series 7, 10, 16, 25, 37. Ayan. So, anong mapapansin nyo guys? 7 naging 10. Nag-increase siya. Hindi naman pwedeng multiplication yan. Wala namang pwedeng i-multiply sa 7 para maging 10, di ba? So, that is plus 3. Ayan. So, nag-plus lang siya ng 3 dito. And dito naman, 10 naging 16. So, ilan naman yung plus niya? Ayan. So, plus 6 naman. And 26 naging 25 or 16 naging 25, nag-plus 9 naman. Ayan oh, may pattern no. 3, 6, 9, 12. So ibig sabihin guys, yung andito plus 15 na siya, 'di ba? So 37 plus 15, that is 52. Or letter C. Okay? Ayan, nakakalahati na tayo guys oh. Question number 50. Kalahati na tayo ng 100 items na mock test number 1 natin. Under pa rin ng analytical ability. And for question number 50 guys, letter series naman. Okay. So tignan natin ha. So mas maganda guys, isulat yung mga yung alphabet, isulat. Kung bitin naman sa oras, i-mental na lang or magbilang gamit yung daliri natin. Okay. So A naging C. So ano yung nalagtawan niya? Isa, si B, di ba? So A, B, C, D, then E, and then nag-F. Ayan, so dalawa yung nalagtawan niya na. So dito pa lang guys, parang may nakikita na tayong pattern, no? So ituloy-tuloy lang natin. F, G, H, I, and then J, K, L, M, N, and then O. Ayan. So, may pattern guys, no? So, may nalalagtawan. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, dapat guys, may lalagtawan tayong 5 dito. 'Di ba? So, O, P, Q, R, S, T. Ayan. So, yung next na letter dyan guys is U. So, yan na yung sagot natin. U or letter C. Ayan, so find the next letter. So pabaliktad naman guys, no? So letter Z naman yung nauuna. So paatras tayo guys. Ayan, so mahirap paatras, no? Mahirap. So isulat na lang natin guys ng paabante yung mga letters natin. Ayan. So sige, sulat natin lahat para ano, hindi tayo malito. Kung may time naman magsulat, edi isulat mo. E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. Ayan. So, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Ayan. So, ito guys, yung nauunang letter natin sa series natin, no? So, si Z, ayun, ano nangyari? Hindi na mabura. Ayan. So, si Z, ang next sa kanya is X. Ayan. So, 1, 2. Bilangin natin yung step, guys, ha. Si X naging U. So, W, 1, 2, 3. Ayan. So, pangatlo. Si U naman naging Q. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ayan. So, nakaapat na steps. Si Q naging L. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 5 steps naman. So, nakita nyo na yung pattern, guys. So, paatras siya na lumalaki ng steps, no? So, kada letter. So, naglast tayo, guys, sa 5 steps, no? So, dapat dito is yung pang-anim na. So, mag-move lang tayo, guys, ng 6 na beses. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, tama ba, guys, na 6 from L? Tama ba? Bilangin natin ulit, ha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ayan. So, tama, guys. So, letter F yung sagot natin dito. Choice B. Okay? Ayan. So, next tayo, guys. Ayan. Ba't sumama? Find the missing letter B, D, G, K, P. So, ayan na naman, no? So, kailangan na naman natin gumawa ng alphabet natin. Okay. So, B. Start na lang tayo sa B. C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Yung parang kanina lang, no? So, may nalalagtawan. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, dapat 5, guys, yung lalagtawan natin dito. Okay? So, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V na, guys, yung next sa series natin. So, letter B. Ayan, guys, no? So, for question 53 to 59 ata. So, ito, guys, yung ano natin, yung bar graph natin. So, ito yung magiging basis natin para masagutan natin yung mga tanong sa susunod, no, na problem. Ayan, so, tignan nyo lang ng mabuti. I-pause nyo muna para maintindihan nyo ng konti. Then, proceed na tayo. Okay na? Okay, so, number 53. What is the total revenue of ABC Corporation from 2019 to 2023? Ayan. So, kailangan talaga natin, guys, malaman yung mga values na nasa graph. Di ba? Okay. So, balik tayo, ha. 2019 to 2023, ilang milyon yung total revenue. Yan. So, i-add lang natin to, guys, ha. 80, 95, 120, 110, tsaka 140. So, isa-isa, guys, kailangan nating i-add yan. Okay? Yan. So, unahin na natin si 140, si 110, si 120, si 95, and then si 80. So, add natin lahat. 5, 4 plus 1 plus 2, that is 7, plus 9, 16, plus 8, 24. Carry 2. So, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ayan. So, 545 million. So, tignan natin. Ayun. Si choice C yung tamang sagot. Okay? Ayan. So, in which year did the company record the highest revenue? Ayan. So, madali lang. Tignan mo na lang yung ano, yung highest na value dito, yung pinakamataas na graph. Siya si 2023, 140 million. Ayan. So, 2023, letter D. Okay? Question number 55. How much higher was the revenue in 2023 compared to 2019? Ayan. So, yung kino-compare natin, yung revenue nung 2019 and nung 2023. Itong dalawang to. Ayan. So, ilan daw yung tinaas? So, para malaman natin, guys, kung ilan yung tinaas, ima-minus lang natin. 140 minus 80 that is 60 million. Ayan, so letter C ulit, 60 million. Okay, so question number 56, what was the average annual revenue from 2019 to 2023? Ayan, so kailangan natin kunin yung average, no? Diba guys, ito na yung sum natin kanina or yung total nila. So para kunin natin yung average, i-divide lang natin sa kung ilang year yung yung nasa graph natin. Okay? So 545 i-divide lang natin yan ng 5. So dito na, no? 545 divided by 5. So that is 1. So ko ilalagay ito. So dito na lang 1 magiging 5 and then yung 45 naman. So nagbaba ka ng dalawa. So 0, 9. So ito guys yung answer natin, 109. Or 109 million pesos. So letter C. Okay. So by how much did the revenue increase from 2020 to 2021? So ilan daw yung in-increase niya guys from 2020 to 2021? Ito 2020, 2021. So same lang nung kanina, kailangan nating i-minus. So 120 minus 95, that is 25. Or 25 million, letter B. Ayan, so what percentage of the total revenue was generated in 2023? Diba guys, ang total revenue natin is 545. So ilang percent daw itong 2023 na 140? Ayan, so kailangan natin kunin guys yung percentage. So burahin muna natin to. Ayan, so sa numerator guys, yung value ni 2023 or 140. And sa denominator naman is yung total niya. Okay? Or yung total revenue natin na 545. Ayan. So para mas maganda, i-simplify muna natin. I-divide natin ng 5 pareho. Ayan. So yan yung nakikita kong ano niya pwedeng pan-divide sa kanya. So 140 divided by 5, ilan yan? That is 28. Tama? Tama ba? Ayan. So tama. 545 divided by 5. So may sagot na kanina, that is 109. Ayan. So 28 divided by 109. Ayan. So wala na akong makitang pwedeng pan-divide dito, no? Pero I think divisible pa to. Hindi ko lang alam kung anong number yon. Ayan. So sige, pwede na nating i-divide to guys. So 28 divided by 109. So maglalagay tayo guys ng decimal point since mas mababa na to. And then magdagdag lang tayo ng 0. Ayan. So 280 divided by 109, that is 2. 2 times 109, that is 218. So minus natin to. So 262, no? So pwede pa tayong magdagdag dito ng 0. Ayan. So 620 divided by 109, so pwedeng 5. 5 times 109, that is 545. Ayan. Then minus natin 620 minus 545. So baro lang tayo dito, magiging 1 to, magiging 10. 5, magiging 5, magiging 11. So 7. And then magdagdag lang tayo ulit ng 0. Ayan. So 750 divided by 106, so that is 6. Pero wait lang guys parang hindi natatapos to. So tandaan natin yung nakuha nating sagot. Kahit dyan na muna tayo mag-stop. 0.256, or kapag ginawa nating percentage yan, mag-move lang tayo ng dalawang beses, magiging 25.6%. Ngayon, titignan natin sa choices. Ayun, so 25.6%. Saan ba dyan guys yung pinakamalapit? Okay, so kahit i-round i-round mo na lang ito guys. Round up kasi ito eh. So kapag ni-round mo yan, ang kalabasan niya is 26%. Okay? So letter C na yung sagot. Huwag mo nang tapusin yung division mo doon kasi sobrang haba nun, 'di ba? Ayan. So yan lang naman guys yung pinakamalapit sa choices natin. Question number 60. If book is coded YLLP, how is tree coded? Yan. So kung meron tayong book, B, O, OK, coded daw ng YLLP. So paano nangyari yon? So pinakamagandang gawin natin dito guys, isulat natin yung buong alphabet natin. Yan, para maispatan natin guys yung pattern. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Ayan. So B, naging Y. So si B guys, ang layo niya sa Y, no? Andito sa unahan si B, andito sa dulo naman si Y. So anong nakikita niyong pattern dyan? Paano nakapunta si B doon sa Y? Ayan, so mapapansin nyo dito guys, si B, kung mag-i-start tayo magbilang dito, 1, 2, pang dalawa siya or pangalawa siya sa unahan kung magbibilang tayo from letter A. Dito naman guys, kung magbibilang tayo from letter Z, so pangalawa rin siya. Ayan, so parang mirror lang sila, no? Sa unahan and then sa dulo. Ayan. So yung O naman, so yung O guys, andito, yung L is andito. So bilangin natin ha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Pang 12 si L dito. So tignan naman natin guys sa baba. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Pang 12 din. Ayan. So tama nga guys yung pattern natin na nagmi-mirror lang sila. Okay. So gawin na natin guys yung word na tree. So T, saan si T? Andito. So pang 7 siya. So pang 7 si T sa baba. Ano yung katapat niya na pang 7 sa taas? Si G. So R naman. So si R guys pang 9. Ayan. So 9. So sa taas naman ang pang 9 dito is si I. Okay? So sa E naman guys, si E is pang 5 sa taas. Ibig sabihin pang 5 din sa baba. So ang kapartner niya dyan is si si letter V. So pareho lang naman yan. So G, I, V, V. So letter B yung tamang sagot. Ayan, so color coding ulit. Letter coding or ano man tawag dito. So if work is coded as XPSL, how is help coded? Ayan. So W, O, R, K naging XPSL. Ayan. So, unang tingin guys, nakita ko na kagad yung pattern. Pansinin nyo guys, yung W kasunod niya si X. Yung O kasunod niya si P. Si R kasunod niya si S. And K kasunod niya si L. So, yun na yung pattern guys. Kung ano yung kasunod niya na letter, yun na yun. Di ba? So, dito naman sa help, H, E, L, P. So, anong kasunod ni H? That is I. Kasunod ni E, F. Kasunod ni L, M. Kasunod ni P, Q. Yan na yung sagot guys. I, F, M, Q. Or letter B. Yan. So next tayo. If A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2, C is equal to 3, what is the value of face? Ayan. So mapapansin nyo guys, kung anong number yan sa alphabet, yun din yung value niya, di ba? Nagko-correspond siya kung pang ilan siya sa alphabet natin, di ba? So A, B, C, D, E, F. Ayan. So yung A guys, ang value niya si 1, yung B naman ang value niya is 2, ang value naman ni C is 3. So ilan daw yung equivalent value ni face? Ayan na. So F, A, C, E. So, pang ilan ba si F? 4, 5, 6. So, 6 yung value ni F. Si A naman, obviously, siya yung nauna. So, 1. Si C, pangatlo. So, 3. Si E is 5. Ayan. So, add lang natin to guys. 6 plus 1 plus 3 plus 5, that is equal to 15. Okay? So, letter A. Ayan. If table is coded as UBCMF, how is chair coded? So, tignan natin ulit yung pattern guys ha. Table. Naging UBCMF. Ayan. So, same pattern kanina guys dun sa naunang question natin. So, kasunod niya lang, 'di ba? So, mapapansin mo kasi dito guys, oh, yung A naging B, yung B naging C, dun pa lang mapapansin mo na yung pattern. 'Di ba? So, kapag kinode naman natin guys yung chair, hanapin lang natin yung kasunod nila, 'di ba? Yan. So, C, D, H, I, A, B, I, J, R, S. Very basic guys, letter A. Okay. If 3 is coded as 12, sulat lang natin ha. 3 is coded as 12, 4 is coded as 20, 5 is coded as 30. So ilan naman daw yung kay 6? Yan. So tignan natin guys yung mga relationship ng mga codes nila, no? So, 3 naging 12. So, anong pwedeng nangyari dyan, guys? Ayan. So, parang multiplier natin dyan is ano, no? 4, no? Kasi 3 times 4 naging 12. Dito naman, 4 times 5. Kaya naging 20. So, multiplier naman natin is yung 5. So, obviously, guys, mapapansin na kagad natin yung pattern. So, times 6 naman to. Kaya naging 30. So, dapat times 7 na to. So, 6 times 7 guys, ilan yan? That is 42. Or letter B. Okay? So, meron pa. Question number 65. If blue is coded YOFV, how is pink coded? Ayan. So, parang nakita na natin kanina to, no? So, si B ka-partner si Y, si L ka-partner si O. Ayan. So, may natapos na problem kanina na ganito rin. So, isulat natin lahat ng alphabet natin. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Ayan. So, B, pangalawa siya dito. So, numberan lang natin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ayan. Then, dito naman, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, tama ba guys yung pattern natin? Yung B is number 2 sa unahan. And sa dulo si Y na kapartner niya is number 2 rin. As well as L, U, and E. Pare-pareho yan guys. Magkaka-mirror lang sila. 'Di ba? So, i-code na natin guys si pink. So, letter P. Andito sa baba, number 11. So, ano yung number 11 sa taas? K. Okay? So, next guys is yung I. Si I is number 9 sa taas. Anong number 9 dito sa baba? That is R. Yung N, hindi natin tinuloy, no? Situloy lang natin. 12, 13. So, dito naman, 12, 13. Ayan. So, si N, guys, nasa baba, pang 13. So, ang katapat niya sa taas is M. And then, last, yung K na pang 11. Ang katapat niya sa baba is P. Ayan. So, sagot natin, guys, K, R, M, P or letter A. Yan. So, if save is coded, sulat ulit natin guys. Ang dami-daming coded ah. T, B, W, F. Ayan. So, parang pare-pareho lang kasi ng pattern guys. Mapapansin nyo dito, A and B magkasunod na naman. 'Di ba? S and T magkakasunod tong mga to. So, ganoon lang ulit guys. I-code natin si time. So, T, ang kasunod ng T guys, U. Kasunod ni I, J. Si M, MN. Ayan, so N. Si E, F. Ayan, so yan na yung sagot natin. U, J, N, F or letter A. Okay? So, next tayo guys. No employee without an ID may enter the building. Anna has no ID. Therefore, ayan. Okay. So, wala daw employee na walang ID na makakapasok sa building. Ayan ha. Gawan natin ng Venn diagram. No employee without ID may enter the building. ID. Ayan. So, si Ana is walang ID. Walang ID si Ana. Therefore, kung hindi pinapayagan yung mga walang ID na pumasok sa building, walang ID si Ana. Ibig sabihin, hindi rin siya pwedeng pumasok ng building. 'Di ba? So, sagot natin dito is letter C. Gets ba guys? Okay. So, proceed tayo sa next. Ayan. So, if a student passes all subjects, he graduates. Yan ha. Yun yung condition ha. Kapag daw napasa mo lahat ng subject mo, ikaw ay gagraduate. Ayan. So, all pala itong keyword natin, no? Pero, let's say, lahat ng subject is mapasa mo, gagraduate ka. Okay? Mark passed the subject. Ayan, no? Pumasa si Mark. Gagraduate ba si Mark or hindi? So, si S, pwede na natin siyang palitan na si Mark. Kasi pumasa siya eh. Mark passed all the subjects. So, gagraduate ba si Mark or hindi? Ayan. So, syempre, gagraduate. Napasa niya na nga lahat eh. 'Di ba? Ano pa bang hahanapin mo kay Mark? Kawawa naman kung hindi siya gagraduate. 'Di ba? So, question number 69. Okay. So, all officials documents bear a seal. This paper has no seal. Therefore, ayan ha, all official documents bear a seal. Ayan. So, lahat ng document is merong seal. Ayan. So, dapat lahat yan ha. Lahat sakop. Ayan. Ulitin lang natin. Ayan. And sabi dito, this paper has no seal. So, wala daw seal yung paper. No seal. Ayan o, malayo siya sa seal. So, anong conclusion natin dito? Kung lahat ng may seal, lahat ng document na official is may seal, walang seal yung papel mo. Di hindi siya official, di ba? So, anong tawag doon? Anong tamang sagot dito? Okay, so that is letter C. This document is not an official document. Question number 70. Only employees with clearance may receive their final pay. Yan ha. Only employees with clearance. Yan yung keyword natin ha. May receive their final pay. Leo has no clearance. Yan o. Wala daw siyang clearance. Anong conclusion natin dyan? Ayan. So, sagot natin dito, Leo may not receive his final pay. Kasi nga, only employees, lahat daw ng yung mga employees daw na may clearance, yun yung makakatanggap ng final pay. Walang clearance si Leo, 'di ba? So hindi niya matatanggap kasi ngayon yung kailangan nila. And so ayun, so naka-survive na tayo guys sa tatlong subject, no? So dito na tayo guys sa numerical ability naman. So 71 to 100. Okay, so mabilis lang to guys. Bilis-bilisan natin. What is 25% of 320? So, 320, divide lang natin yan ng 4. Ayan ha. Kapag kumukuha ka ng 25% of any number, i-divide mo lang yung number ng 4. Ganun lang yun. 32 divided by 4, that is 8. And then, yung 0 pa dito. So, 80. Letter C. A shirt worth 1,200 is discounted by 15%. how much is the discount? Ayan, so technique dito guys, kapag may 0 yung mga given, walang butal, pwedeng i-cancel yung mga yan. Ayan, no? Cancel natin yan, cancel natin yung percentage. So, percentage kasi natin guys, katumbas niyan, 2 kasi per 100 yan. So, multiply na lang natin yung mga naiwan, di ba? 12 times 15. So, 5 times 2 is 10, carry 1, 5 times 1 plus 1 is 6, 1 times 12 is 12, so 180 pesos. So, letter B. A student's grade increased from 80 to 92. What is the percentage increase? Ayan. So, meron tayong formula dito for percentage increase or percentage decrease. Pareho lang yan. That is difference over old value or the original value. So, pag sinabing difference guys, mas malaking number minus maliit na number. Ayan. So, 92 minus 80. Ngayon, paano natin malalaman yung old number? Ayan. So, pag sinabing old number guys or old value, yan yung original value nung hindi pa siya nagagalaw or nai-increase dito sa problem natin. So, may keyword kasi dati or may keyword kasi dito guys, no? So, nabubulol lang tayo. So, from 80 sabi niya. So, dito siya galing. From 80. So, nung na-increase tong 80, naging 90 na. So, 80 is old value and 92 naman is the new value. So, alam natin guys, yung old value natin na 80. Then, let's just solve. 92 minus 80, that is 12. And then, over 80. Ayan. So, pwede pang i-simplify to. Divide natin ng, anong pwedeng pan-divide kaya dito? 4, no? Pwedeng i-divide to ng 4. So, magiging 3 over 20. Ayan. So, 3 over 20 guys. Ilang percentage yan? So, gagawin lang natin. I-divide lang natin. So, mas maliit si 3. Maglalagay na tayo ng decimal point. Then, add 0. So, 30 divided by 20 guys. That is 1. 1 times 20 is 20. So, 30 minus 20 is 10. Pwede lang magdagdag ng another 0. 100 divided by 20, that is 5. 5 times 20 is 100. So, 0.15 guys, or kapag ginawa mong percentage, move ka lang ng 2 beses papuntang right, that is 15%. Ayun, so letter B. Okay, question number 74. If 8 workers can finish a job. Ayan. Ang layo. So, 8 workers can finish a job within 15 days. How many workers will 12 workers take? How many days will 12 workers take? Ayan. And so, paganahin natin yung utak natin dito guys ha. Kapag mas marami bang worker, mas mahaba yung time nila na paggawa or mas maliit na? Yan. So, obviously guys, kapag mas madami yung magtatrabaho, mas kukunti na lang yung araw na kakailanganin nila para matapos yung work, di ba? So, ang gagawin natin dito is, gagawin natin silang ratio and inverse siya. Ayan. So, inverse proportion. So, 8 over 12, or ito yung fraction or yung ratio ng mga workers, equal sa kabila naman yung number of days nila. And sabi ko nga kanina, since pabaliktad, kapag dumadami yung workers, ayan, kumukunti naman yung days na kakailanganin nila. Ayan. So, parang pabaliktad siya. So, pabaliktad nga yung araw natin eh. Pero yun yung gagawin natin. No? I-flip natin yung isang fraction. So, imbis na katapat ni 8 si 15, i-flip natin yan, magiging nasa baba na si 15. And yung hinahanap natin na unknown, gawin na lang natin siyang variable x. Ayan. So, para makuha natin yung value ni x, cross multiply na lang tayo. So, 12 times x guys, that is 12x. 15 times 8, ilan yan? That is 120. Tama ba? Ayan. So, tama. Divide na lang natin both side ng 12. Makakancel si 12. X na lang yung matitira. Ayan. 120 divided by 12 guys. Ayan no. So, that is 10. So, letter B. Okay. If one machine produces 200 units in 4 hours, how many units can it produce in 7 hours? Ayan. So, yung 200 units na naproproduce ng within 4 hours. Ito naman 7 hours. So, ilang units na yung naproproduce niya? Ayan. So, magkaiba sila nung kanina guys ha. Yung workers kanina. Habang dumadami yung workers, kumukunti yung time. Ngayon naman, habang dumadami yung time, syempre, dadami rin yung maproproduce niya na unit. Diba? So, ang tawag naman dito guys is direct proportion. Ayan. So, anong katapat ni 4 hours? Katapat niya si 200. So, yun na rin yung katapat niya sa equation natin. So, gawan lang natin ng equation. Yung right side, yung mga hours natin, 4/7. And then, sa left side, yung mga number of units natin. So, 200. Katapat niya si 4 over yung hinahanap. Gawin na lang natin siyang variable x. Then, cross-multiply ulit. 4x is equal to 7 times 200. That is 1/4. Then, divide both side by 4. Cancel si 4, x na lang yung matitira. So, 1,400 divided by 4 guys, ilan yan? So, 3 times 4 is 12. 2, 0. 20 divided by 4 is 5. So, 22 and then may 0 pa. So, final answer natin guys is 350 units. So, letter C. Yan, so basic algebra tayo guys, no? Solve for x on the given equation 3x plus 8 is equal to 29. So, madali lang to guys, no? So, i-transpose lang natin si 8. Kasi may iwan dito si variable x. Ayan. So, 3x may iwan sa left side. 29 kapag naglilipat ka guys, may iba din yung sign mo. Ayan. So, yung positive 8 dito, nung transpose mo, magiging minus 8 na. Okay? 3x is equal to 29 minus 8. That is 21. Then, divide both side by 3. Para makancel si 3, x na lang yung matitira. So, 21 divided by 3 guys, that is 7. So, letter C tayo. Another algebra problem. Find the value of x on the given equation 4x minus 12 is equal to 20. So, ganun lang yung process. Lipat si 12, may iwan si 4x. So, negative 12 yung nasa left side, no? Kapag nilipat mo yan, magiging positive na. Ayan. So, 4x is equal to 32. Then, divide both side ng 4. Makancel si 4, x na lang yung matitira. And 32 divided by 4, guys, that is 8. So, letter C. Yan. So, same lang naman dito, guys, no? So, nag-iba lang yung variable. Naging variable y. Ayan. So, isolve natin to tulad nung kanina. Ililipat lang natin si 12 sa right side. Magiging negative. And y is equal to 43 minus 12. That is 31. Tama ba? Ayan. So, mali tayo. So, hindi pala 12. Dapat pala 15. So, 43 minus 15. Ilan yan, guys? That is 28. Ayan. So, napapansin naman natin, guys, yung mga mali natin, di ba? Ayan. So, di naman natin makikita sa choices kung mali yung solution natin. So, next tayo, guys. Question number 79. A bus travels 240 kilometers in 4 hours. What is its speed? Ayan. So, gamitin lang natin, guys, yung formula natin for speed, no? Or yung triangle. Kung di nyo kabisado. So, speed, distance, time. So, hinahanap natin what is its speed. Ayan. So, kapag tinakpan mo yung speed, ang may iwan dyan is d over t. So, ito yung formula natin, guys, for speed, no? So, plug in lang tayo ng mga values. Si 240 kilometers, siya si distance. Si 4 hours, siya naman si time. So, 240 over time natin na 4. Ayan. So, 240 divided by 4, that is 60 kilometers per hour. Letter B. Okay. Question number 80. At 80 kilometers per hour, how far? Ayun, no, how far can a car travel in 3.5 hours? So, how far daw? So, distance naman yung hinahanap. Okay? So, di ba meron tayong triangle kanina? Speed, distance, tsaka time. So, since distance yung hinahanap guys, tatakpan mo yung distance. Ang naiwan is times t, di ba? So, distance is equal to st. Ayan. So, multiply naman ngayon. So, 80 times 3.5. Ayan. So, medyo mahirap kapag mentalin natin. So, multiply na lang natin. 3.5. So, 0, 40. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 8 is 24. And then, add natin. 2800. May isang decimal place doon. So, mag-move lang din tayo. So, final answer natin dito guys is 280 kilometers. Ayan. Question number 81. What is the probability of getting ahead when tossing a coin? Ayan. So, formula natin sa probability kasi guys is the favorable outcome over the total possible outcome. Ayan. So, kung meron tayo ditong coin, di ba, dalawa yung side ng coin. Meron tayong head and meron tayong tail. So, kapag nag-flip ka ng coin guys, ilan yung possibility na lumabas daw si head? Ayan. So, bibilangin natin ilan ba yung head sa coin natin. Di ba isa lang naman? E di 1 na yung numerator natin. Sa denominator naman yung total na possible na lumabas. So, ilan ba yung pagpilian natin dito? Ayan. So, either head or tail. So, dalawa. So, that is 1/2. So, yan na guys yung probability ng isang coin kapag nag-flip ka. Ayan. So, either head or tail, 1/2 yung probability niyan. What is the probability of drawing a red card from a standard deck? Ayan. So, sa mga hindi nakakalam guys, kung meron kayong standard deck, meron kasi yung 52 cards. Ayan. So, it contains 52 cards. So, mga sugarol dyan, no? So, kabisado nyo yung mga to. So, meron niyang 26 na red cards and 26 rin na black cards. Ayan. So, may mga suit kasi yan. Pero yung kulay, dalawa lang naman yung kulay. Red and black. So, hati sila. Ayan. So, ano yung probability na makakuha ka? Sabi ko nga, kalahati sila, di ba? So, parang, parang yung kanina lang na coin. Pero red and black naman ngayon. So, same lang guys ng concept dun sa kanina. Ang probability na makakuha ka ng red card is still 1/2. Ayan. Diba? So, letter B. What is the area of a rectangle with length 12 cm and width 5 cm? Ayan. So, pag sinabing area guys, alam naman natin yung area natin ng rectangle natin. That is length times width. So, given naman pareho. So, 12 yung length. Yung width is 5. So, 12 times 5. And that is equal to 60. Ang unit centimeter squared. So, letter C. Ayan. So, what is the perimeter of a square with side 9 centimeters? Ayan. So, pag sinabing perimeter, guys, total distance around the polygon. Ayan. So, ang square kasi natin dyan, guys, is same ng sides yan. So, kung side S ito, side S na rin lahat. So, ang perimeter ng square, guys, simply, add mo lang itong total sides niya or just multiply to 4. Ayan. So, 4 times side. So, sa problem na to, guys, given naman yung isang side. So, pare-pareho na sila ng side, di ba? Kung 9 to, 9 to, 9 na rin to, 9 na rin to. So, kapag tinotal mo yan, or just multiply to 4, ang sagot natin dyan, ang perimeter natin is 36 centimeters. Letter B. Okay, question number 85. Medyo malapit-lapit na tayo guys sa finish line. What is the area of a triangle with base 10 centimeters and height of 8 centimeters? Ayan, so triangle natin, ito yung height niya, ito naman yung base niya sa baba. So meron tayong formula dyan, area of a triangle, 1/2 base times height. So given naman lahat, 1/2 yung base na 10, yung height na 8. Ayan, so para mas madali yung pag-solve natin guys, so i-divide na natin to. 10 divided by 2, magiging 1 to, magiging 5 to. So naiwan na lang guys is 5 times 8 and that is equal to 40 and ang unit is centimeter squared. So letter B. Yan, so an about 3 books at 25 pesos each. Yan o, tatlong notebook, nagkakalaga ng 25 pesos. And 2 pens. So 2 pens guys is equivalent or equal, or ang presyo niya is 15 pesos. Ayan, so ilan daw yung nagastos niya? So basically guys, i-multiply lang natin kasi itong mga presyo is yun yung presyo kapag each or isa lang, di ba? So since tatlo, yung notebook i-multiply natin dito sa 25. And also pati si pen guys, since dalawa, i-multiply rin natin yan sa 2 or 2 times 15. Ayan. And then i-add na lang natin sila mamaya. So 3 times 25, that is 75. Yan yung gastos niya sa tatlong notebook. Ito naman 2 times 15, that is equal to 30. Ito naman guys yung presyo ng dalawang pens. Okay? So i-add lang natin to, 75 plus 30, that is 105 pesos. So letter C. A father is 36 years old and his son is 12 years old. What is their age ratio? Ayan. So age problem na ratio, di ba? So pwede lang kasi natin yang gawing guys, fraction. So father is to son, di ba? So 36 is to son. So 36 is to 12. So pag ginawa nating fraction yan, 36 over 12. Ayan. So pwede lang kasi nating i-simplify ito or i-reduce into lowest term. So, pwede nating i-divide ng 12 sa numerator and denominator. So, 36 divided by 12, that is 3. 12 divided by 12, that is 1. Ayan. So, 3 over 1 or 3, or pwede rin pag ginawang ratio, magiging 3 is to 1. Yan. So, binalik lang natin. So, letter B. Yan. So, find the mean of 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. So, pag sinabing mean guys, other term yan for the average. Okay? And alam natin guys, yung formula natin ng average, yung total sum. So, i-add natin lahat yan over kung ilan yung bilang ng numbers natin. Pero may shortcut tayo dito guys ha. Ayan. So, mapapansin nyo kasi yung mga numbers natin is pare-pareho sila ng difference. So, plus 5 lahat sila yan. Diba? So, kapag ganyan, nakita kayo ng pare-pareho ng difference, ang titignan nyo dyan is yung gitna. So, pareho lang guys ang mean and median nya. So, yung gitna, yung titignan nyo, yun na yung sagot nya or yung average nya. Okay? So, letter C. Yan. So, pag sinabing median naman guys, ang concept naman ng median is yung nasa gitna. So, una mong titignan kung naka-arrange ba from lowest to largest number. So, naka-arrange naman. Ang gitna niyan is 9. Okay? So, letter C. Or median. Gitna. Or middle. Ayun. So, yun yung keyword. Pag sinabing mode naman guys, titignan nyo yung mga nauulit sa natin, sa sequence natin or sa dataset natin. So, dito kasi nauulit si 7. Ayan. So, siya yung pinakamaraming ulit dyan sa dataset natin. So, ang mode natin guys is 7 or letter B. The sum of two consecutive integers is 35. What are the numbers? Ayan. So, trial and error na lang tayo dito guys or TAE method. Madali lang naman to. Kailangan lang kapag inadd mo yung dalawang number mo is ang sum niya is 35. E di check na lang natin guys sa mga di ba? Sa mga given. Ayan. So, 2 consecutive guys ha. Baka malito kayo. Pag sinabing consecutive, magkasunod. So, tignan natin to. 16 and 19. Hindi naman magkasunod yan. 17 and 18. Ayun. So, magkasunod yan. 17 plus 18, that is 35. So, pasok rin siya guys sa condition natin na 35. So, tamang sagot natin dito is 17 and 18 or letter B. Ayan. So, another question. The sum of 3 consecutive integers is 36. What is the middle number? Ayan. So, 3 consecutive integers. Ibig sabihin, magkakasunod. So, ang technique natin dyan guys, yung number i-divide natin sa kung ilang bilang, ilan yung integer na magkakasunod dito. So, given naman which is 3. So, i-divide lang natin to ng 3. And 36 divided by 3 guys, that is equal to 12. And yung makuha natin sagot dyan guys, siya yung middle na integer natin dito sa blank natin. Okay? So, since siya naman yung hinahanap, what is the middle number? Kasi kapag kinompleto natin to, di ba magkakasunod yan? Before 12, ano yung integer dyan? Di ba 11? And after 12 naman, 13 yung integer dyan. So, ang middle number natin is still si 12. Okay? So, letter B. If the ratio of boys to girls is 3:5, and there are 30 boys, how many girls are there? Ayan. So, ratio guys, pwedeng gawing fraction. So, boys to girls, ang ratio nila is 3:5. So, pwedeng gawing 3/5. And given guys yung value ni boys, no? Ito si boys. So, palitan lang natin yan. So, dito na tayo magsusulat. So, 30 si boys. Ilan naman daw si girls? So, si girls guys, gawan na lang natin siya ng variable x na lang muna siya. Ayan. Then, cross multiply na para ma-solve na natin. Diba? 3 times x, that is 3x. 5 times 30, that is 150. Then, divide both side ng 3. Makancel si 3x na lang yung matitira. So, 150 divided by 3 guys, ilan yan? That is 50. So, letter C. Okay, question number 94. Simplify the ratio 24 is to 36. Ayan ha. So, 24 is to 36. Pwedeng gawing fraction, pwede maging 24 over 36. Ngayon, para ma-simplify natin, kailangan nating malaman yung greatest common factor nila. 'Di ba? So, ano ba yung greatest common factor nila? That is 12. Ayan. So, 24 divided by 12, that is 2 over 36 divided by 12, that is 3. So, final answer natin dito guys is 2/3. Okay, question number 95. Maria is 4 years older than Anna. So, age problem na tayo, no? So, si Maria, gawin na lang natin siyang variable x. Si Anna, gawin natin siyang variable y. So, x is 4 years older than y. Or, x is 4 years larger than y. Diba? So, binabasa na natin by variable para mas maintindihan nyo yung paggawa ng equation. So, pag ginawa nating equation yan, x is equal to si Anna na y, 4 years older. So, plus 4. So, this will be our first equation. Yan. So, in 6 years. So, ibig sabihin, papuntang future tayo, di ba? So, lahat ng variables natin, mag plus 6 tayo dyan. So, the sum of their ages will be 50. Yan ha. So, pag sinabing sum, i-add natin sila. So, si x, sabi ko nga kanina, mag plus 6 tayo. And then, i-add naman natin kay y. And huwag natin kakalimutan, plus 6 lang din. And ang total daw nila is 50. So, second equation. So, meron na tayong dalawang equation, guys. Ang tinatanong, how old is Maria? Or siya si variable x. Ayan. So, diskarte nyo na, guys, kung paano nyo gagawin, no? Or kung paano nyo isosolve ito. So, kung ako magsosolve dito, guys, ipa-plug in ko na lang si equation 1 papuntang equation 2. And then, so, magiging y plus 4 na lahat ng variable x dito sa equation 2. So, andito, y plus 4, and then copy natin yung plus 6, plus y, ito na, plus 6 is equal to 50. So, pagsamahin natin guys, yung may mga same variables, so y plus y, so dalawang y, so that is 2y. And then lahat guys ng walang variables, ilipat natin sa right side. So, positive 4, or positive 6, positive 6. Kapag nilipat mo yan sa kabila, magiging negative lahat yan. Ayan. So, 2y is equal to 50 minus 4 minus 6. That is 40 minus 6 ulit. So, 34. Diba? So, divide both side by 2. Makancel si 2. Y na lang yung matitira. So, y natin guys, value ng y natin is 34 divided by 2 or that is 17. Pero, si y pa lang yan. So, si y guys, siya si Ana. Okay? Ang hinahanap natin yung variable x or si Maria. So, kukunin natin ngayon guys itong first equation natin para makuha natin si variable x. Okay, so gamitin lang natin x is equal to y plus 4, di ba? Ipa-plug in lang naman natin yung value ni y na 17. So 17 plus 4. So value ni x or si Maria, that is 21. Okay, so letter A tayo. Question number 96, a father is 3 times as old as his son. So si father gawin natin variable x, si son gawin natin siyang variable y. Okay, so a father, so si x is equal to 3 times as old as his son. So that will be our first equation, ha. In 10 years, ayan, no? So future ulit to. So magpa-plus 10 na naman tayo sa mga variables natin. Their ages will add up to 76. So x plus 10 plus, kasi add up daw eh. Yung y na plus 10 din, and then equal daw sa 76. So that will be our second equation. Pareho lang sila nung una, no? So hawig sila. So plug in na lang natin, 'di ba? So magiging 3y na si x plus 10 plus y plus 10 is equal to 76. 3y, pagsamahin natin, 3y plus y, that is 4y. 76, lahat ng may walang variable guys, yung mga constant, yung dalawang 10, lipat natin sa kabila, magiging minus 10, minus 10. Okay? So 4y is equal to 76 minus 10, that is 56. Then divide natin both side ng 4. Makakancel si 4, y na lang yung matitira. So 56 divided by 4 guys, that is 16. Okay, so nakuha na natin yung value ni y or yung age ni son niya. So ang hinahanap kasi is si father. Ayan, so gawin lang natin guys yung ginawa natin kanina. We will use the first equation to get the value of x or to get the age of the father. So x is equal to 3y. Okay? So 3 yung value ni y times 16. So 3 times 16 guys, that is 48. So letter C tayo. Carlo is twice as old as Ben. So si Carlo is variable x, si Ben is variable y. So twice daw, si x is twice kay Ben. So 2 times y. So first equation done 5 years ago. So pag sinabing ako guys, that is in the past. Okay, so aatras tayo ngayon ng 5 years sa mga variables natin. So si x magiging x minus 5, and then sabi dito was 3 times. So 3 times yung y na minus 5 rin syempre. So second equation natin yan. Okay? So same lang guys ng gagawin natin. Halos hawig naman lahat ng mga problems natin. Pa-plug in na lang natin to. So magiging 2y na si x minus 5 is equal to, dito guys since naka-parenthesis, i-distribute natin si 3. So 3 times y, that is 3y. 3 times negative 5, that is minus 15. Ayan, so pagsamahin natin guys yung may mga same ng variables, no? So si 2y, ilipat natin sa right side, magiging minus 2y. Okay? And itong mga constant guys, lipat naman natin sa left side. So itong negative 15, pag nilipat, magiging positive 15. And yung naiwan na, minus 5. So 3y minus 2y, that is y. 15 minus 5, that is 10. So nakuha na natin guys yung value ni y or yung age ni Ben. Ang hinahanap kasi yung age ni Carlo or variable x. So same lang guys sa mga nauna nating solution. We will use the first equation, x is equal to 2y. So 2 times yung value ni y na 10. So ang value na ni x guys is 2 times 10 or 20. So letter A. Ayan, so walang katapusang age problem. Pero sige. So si Ana, si Bea, bilis-bilisan ko yung pag-solve guys ha, para masanay rin kayo. Kasi medyo mahaba na yung solution natin. Ana is twice as old as Bea. First equation. 6 years ago, ibig sabihin that is in the past, Ana was 3 times as old as Bea. So x minus 6 is equal to 3 times as old as Bea. How old is Ana now? Ayan, so same lang ulit. 2y minus 6 is equal to, distribute natin to. 3y minus 18. Pagsamahin natin yung mga may variable y, 3y minus 2y, 18 minus 6. Y is equal to 12. And then y pa lang yan ha. Ang hinahanap natin si Ana. Si Ana is variable x. So using our first equation, x is equal to 2y. Plug in lang natin 2 times 12. So value ni x guys, that is 24. Diba? Ang bilis. Wala pang 1 minute yun guys. Basta gamay mo guys, madali lang ang H problem. Hindi ka mahirapan dyan. Kasi formula based lang naman yan eh. Or yung paggawa lang ng formula talaga. So, dapat marunong ka mag-convert ng mga worded problems into formula para madali lang yung pag-solve mo. Okay, so 5 years ago, so ago pa rin no. Ayan. Ana was twice as old as Bea. So, x, y. So, si Ana, x minus 5 kasi 5 years ago is equal to twice. So, 2 times yung kay Bea na y minus 5. First equation. And then, 10 years from now, ayun o, magkasalungat. So, pag sinabing future naman guys, or pag sinabing from now, ibig sabihin future naman. Or aabante naman tayo ngayon ng 10 years. So, x plus 10, the sum of their ages will be 75. So, add natin to, no? X plus 10 plus y plus 10 is equal to 75. So, this will be our second equation. How old is Ana now? Ayan. So, ito na yung medyo tricky, no? Kasi mahaba na yung mga equation natin. Pero ang gagawin natin dito, guys, syempre, mag-isolate ng isang value, then ipa-plug in natin mamaya doon. Diba? So, tulad na itong equation 1 natin, mapapansin nyo, x minus 5 may kasama siyang negative 5. So, ililipat natin si negative 5 sa right side para x na lang yung matira para ma-plug in natin siya mamaya. Okay? So, ayusin lang natin. X na lang yung matira. 2. Distribute na nga lang natin to guys para hindi tayo mahirapan mamaya. Ito, distribute natin. 2y and then 2 times negative 5, that is negative 10. And yung nilipat natin guys, wag natin kakalimutan. Yung negative 5 magiging positive 5. Ayan. So magiging 2y minus 5 na lang. So yung first equation natin guys, eto na lang siya ngayon. Diba? So na-simplify na. So ito guys yung ipa-plug in natin sa ating second equation. Okay? So itong x magiging 2y minus 5 and then plus 10. Plus y plus 10 is equal to 75. So, lahat ng may y, pagsamahin natin, 2y plus y, that is 3y. Lahat ng constant, lipat natin sa kanan. So, yung negative 5, magiging positive 5. Yung dalawang plus 10, magiging minus 10. So, 3y is equal to 75 plus 5, that is 80. Minus 10 minus 10, that is 60. Then, divide both side by 3. Makancel si 3, y na lang yung matitira. And y is equal to 20. Kaso si y guys, siya si Bea. Ang hinahanap natin si Ana, which is variable x. So, gamitin lang natin guys itong simplified equation natin kanina para makuha natin yung value ni x. Okay? So, papalitan lang natin yung value ni y dyan. That is 2y minus 5. Magiging 2 times 20 minus 5. So, that is 40 minus 5 or value ni x, that is 35 years old. So, letter A. And finally guys, question number 100. Last question na tayo. So, congrats kung nakaabot kayo dito, no? So, sana marami kayo natutunan. Okay, so sagutan na natin to guys para matapos na. A can do a task in 10 days, B in 15 days, and C in 30 days. How many days if they work together? Ayan. So, gagamitin natin guys yung formula natin for work problems. Okay? So, that is 1 over A, yung rate ni A, plus yung rate ni B, plus yung rate ni C. Since tatlo sila, is equal to 1 over X or yung rate nila working together. Ayan. So, lagay lang natin yung mga values. So, si A, 1 over 10. Si B, 1 over 15. C 1 over 30 and then 1 over x. So, ang hinahanap natin guys, yung rate nila working together or yung variable x. Ayan. So, gawin lang natin guys yung yung LCD para madali yung pag-compute natin mamaya. So, anong LCD ng 10, 15, and 30? Okay, so titignan natin yung pinakamalaking number and kapag divisible naman na sa 10 and 15, so yun na yung LCD niya. So, 30 divided by 10, that is 3 times 1, so 3 pa rin, plus 30 divided by 15 times 1, that is 2 pa rin, plus 30 divided by 30 times 1, that is 1, and 30 divided by x, that is 30 over x. 3 plus 2 plus 1, that is 6, is equal to 30 over x, and pwede lang pagpalitin si 6 and si x. So, magiging x is equal to 30 over 6. And that is equal to 5 days. Ayan. So, natapos rin natin guys. Medyo napagod tayo doon, no? Pero, yun lang. So, congratulations guys sa mga nakapasa. So, ang passing rate natin dito is 80 or 80 points dapat yung at least nakuha ninyo. Ayan. So, congratulations sa inyong lahat. So, yun lang guys, no? So, salamat sa panonood. Kung gusto nyo ng mga ganitong klaseng content, so, follow nyo ko guys sa mga channels natin. So, pangalan natin is Gingineer. So, subscribe na rin kayo dito guys sa YouTube. Okay, so yun lang guys. Salamat sa panonood.